Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a quick flow movement. It's basically 3 exercises and we're going to do it static first and then we're going to move into a flow. This basically contains 3 movements and is really a power play that you can do every morning just to get you up, especially if you don't have time for a very long workout. This really gets your body enlivened and is almost like having an espresso or a coffee for your body, right? So what we're going to do is plant both feet so they're a little bit wider than shoulder distance, and I'm going to get you to turn the foot. So the foot that we're going to move into is a little bit more like 10 or 11 o'clock on the clock. We're going to sit back into the hips and hold it here just for a breath. Just bounce ever so slightly. So stretching out the quads, the inside thighs, and stretching the glutes, pulling the navel in. Come back in, and then we're just going to drop into that lunge. Come back in, standing, and then lowering. In and lower. Just 2 more like that. So really working on the glutes, the glute meads, your abdominals. Good, last one. Beautiful. Let's move it to the other side. So I'm just gonna take my foot about 45 degrees, maybe even less than that, and then sit into it. So we're stretching out the inside thighs. Remember, the depth could be purposeful to you. If you did the mobility session like the Cobra and the hip openers that we did in a previous video, this is a great add-on as like a morning pick-me-up. You can even do this mid-afternoon. Good. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Just bounce into it and come back up. So this time we're going to take our feet a little bit closer, and then now I'm going to genuinely open my foot up to 45 degree, and I want to make sure my heel and my ankle is still in line. We're going to hinge from the hip, and then we're going to drop our arm down and raise up that top hand. We're really opening up that little bit of a twist, pulling in the navel, and then if you wanted to, you could take that arm up overhead. And what I'm going to get you to do is we're going to make it a little bit active. Even though I said static poses, you can stay here, look down if it's okay for the neck. We're going to lower the arm, raise it back up to the sky, the ceiling, up over your ear, down, come back up, and lower. Lift, lower. 1 more. Good. Come back up to stand. Just swap sides. So the right foot is twisted now. So the right foot is alongside the edge of the mat, and the left foot is alongside the opposite. So we've got 2 angles, hinging from the hips, dropping that hand down. So make sure you avoid pushing into the knee, either push into the thigh or that shin. And I've got some blocks if you did want to reach over and get the blocks, just so you can really push yourself up. So remember, we're not bending our back, we're pushing up our upper body, lengthening the torso from our hip to our shoulder. Lower down, and we're going to rotate that arm. Lift and rotate. So really feeling it into your obliques, those hips. 3 here. Last 2, follow the gaze wherever those fingers go. Last one. Beautiful. Stay in this position. We're going to kick our leg back, so we're still in that right angle position. Your front foot is forward. Now your knee is tracking those toes, and the back foot is the knife edge angle of the mat. Open up those palms and look towards the middle finger. So really push down with that back leg. You're lengthening through the pelvis to the diaphragm and the sternum. You're pushing the foot that is in front of you into the ankle, pressing down all 4 corners of the feet. And then we're going to take both hands and then extend the front knee and then join our hands up overhead. Lower down, and then join our hands. Good, 3 more like this. Pull that navel in. Last 2. Extend the knee, and then bend that front knee. Last 1. Beautiful, and hold. This time we're going to take that right foot, so the knife edge is alongside the edge of the mat, and then taking that left foot pointing towards the edge. You might want a little bit more distance, so you can drop your hips down a little bit lower. Remember, maintain that central position. And remember, we're taking our heel down, and the knee should be tracking over the heel. Look over to the left middle finger and breathe here. So we're pushing down with a knife edge of our right foot, and we're pushing down with a left heel, all at the same time. So you should feel super, super strong in this position. We're going to extend that knee, touch our palms overhead into a prayer, and then lower down. So make sure your knee is tracking the 3rd and 4th toe. Lower down. 3 more like this. Lift. And maybe have a little smile on your face that you are doing this. It is super quick, super simple, but it's so powerful and strong at the same time. Good, last one. And lift. Beautiful. Okay, so this time we're going to marry up all those movements, and we're just going to do 1 round of each. So we're going to drop into a lunge. We're going to twist our foot and then go into a stretch. Bend our front knee, extend that back leg into a side lunge. Let's do that one just again, right? So both feet forward, drop the hips. Pivot the toes so they're on that knife edge, and then shift the hips back. Come back into center alignment. You might want to elongate that back leg into that power pose. Lift up those hands, back into neutral. Let's try it on the other side. So drop into a lunge, come into a side angle, bend the front knee into a warrior pose. Come back up to center, and then back down. So pivot the foot back into a lunge. Pivot the foot over to the knife edge, shift the hips into a side angle. Bend the front knee. You might want to deepen that length between the feet and the heels. Hold, then lift up both hands and back in. How about we do that one more time on each side, right? So feet both forward, take the toes outwards, and we are going to go into that lunge. Take a little bit further, hinge from the hip, bend the front knee into a warrior pose, join both fingers, back into neutral. One more time on each side. Drop, turn the toes, hinge from the hips, keeping that body elevated. Bend into the knee, touch the palms together. Let's do that again. Hinge from the hip, and then pivot the toes. You come into that side angle, bend the front knee. So these 2 positions with a foot is super simple. And then join the hands up overhead. So all we have to do is take the right foot forward before we go into a lunge. Pivot that foot right alongside, and then hinge from the hip. Pull the navel. And remember, you were lengthening our spine here. Bend into the knee. You might want to lengthen the stance. So we're getting the thighs, the abdominals, the arms back into neutral. And you are done. I hope you enjoyed that one. This was a super quick re-energizer for you to come back into opening up that hip area, getting yourself fired up for the rest of the day. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you like it and let me know how you got on. I'm sending you guys so much love. Bye for now.